Okay, hello everybody, this is Big Bang Crypto. My name is Sam and welcome to another episode. Now first of all, I'm sorry that it took so long to make a new video, but I've been ill, I'm still ill a little bit, and I had so much to do, so it was really difficult for me to make a new video. But I can tell you that from now on I will have much more time. I changed some things in my life and I'm really happy about it, and you can expect much more videos and content in the next days and weeks and so on. Alright, now in this video I want to show you exactly what I think will happen in the next days, and so before we take a look at that, we just look what is happening at the moment. So after this crazy pump that we saw from $7,400 to $10,400, $500, we're back down below $9,000. So right here we have something around $8,600. Well, this is the Brave New Coin Liquid Index. If we take a look at for example the Coinbase chart, we can see that today we've been coming all the way down to $8,550. Now, what do I think is likely in the next day based on previous price action? We just got to take a look at what happened back in 2015. This is the first wave in 2015, and I want you to focus on these channels between the red lines right here. As you can see, all these lines played support and resistance, and something that is very important is this yellow line right here, as you can see. So as you can see, it is just it's a trend line that is really important through this whole movement. So we have this support levels, resistance levels, and so on, and Bitcoin is just moving above and below this yellow line. And at the end, after this crazy move right here from the levels down there, Bitcoin was not able to break this big resistance level, which started at the top at that time, so at around $500, was not able to move above this resistance level and came down. Because of this resistance, it came down and tested this yellow level again, this yellow trend line again, and it moved inside of this channel right here. All right, so it came down to this level right here and then came back up, and we saw a big fight with this resistance level right here, and at some point was able to break above it and break above this resistance line. Now, something else that is important, what you can see is this red support level and this yellow line, they had a cross at this point. All right, so keep that in mind, this point right here. And what you can also see is from these levels down there, Bitcoin started to move inside of a rising channel right here, and we have 1, 2, 3 tests, and then Bitcoin just comes all the way back down to this main trend line, and then finds a little bit support, but then falls below it, and yeah, comes back down to this level. So this is important for us. And something else that I want to show you, this right here, let's make it orange. If we go back and look which role this played, as you can see, it played a really big role during the fourth wave of the bull market, before the first wave of that bull market. All right, so this is the fourth wave, and as you can see, this orange line was a very important support level, resistance level, and also on the way up, as you can see, during the first wave. This is the point where Bitcoin found big resistance and as well big support. Right? So this is very important in this point as well. So keep that in mind, and we take a look at the current price action. So I tried to make the same channels as you can see, and this is the orange one that I've talked about. But for this first wave that we're seeing at the moment, as you can see, this orange line also played a very important role during this movement. This is the fourth wave of our last bull market, and as you can see, it played a really important role through this whole movement. And now take a look at that. It played a big role at this point right here. It played a very big role at this point right here. This was the time when we were below $8,500 and came all the way down to $7,400. And now currently, as you can see, this is what I'm talking about, this point right here. So we have the same yellow trend line, this support and resistance line that is really important, as you can see. So Bitcoin is moving above and below this yellow trend line, and if this line is correct, if I'm correct at this point right here, then as you can see, we have this cross at this point. So this is in the next days, and maybe you could say, all right, what if it is a little bit higher or lower? Well, I think this is the best position for it. Now this one, you could also say, hey, why it is like this? Why don't you put it like this or something like that? Well, I have it like this because we have this intersections, no, not intersections, but this points of contact right here, and we have a lot of contact right here and right there. So I think this one makes sense. And if you take a look at this white channel right here, let me take away this one, this rising channel right here that I showed you in 2015, what you can see, so we have one test, two tests, three tests, makes a lot of sense, this point right here. And what you can see is after the third test, we have this big drop and we're coming down, and now we're falling. All right, now we're falling, and we fell below this main trend line. So makes sense to me to come down to this level right here. So this is at $8,400. We could also come a little bit lower. So this is not so this is not 100% probability, but I think $8,400 to $8,200. This zone makes a lot of sense to me. If we fall below this zone, then I think this right here, so at $7,800, this level right here makes also a lot of sense to see a retest. But considering historical price movement, then I think it is more likely to come down to this level right here to see a retest, to see if it is strong support, and then to move up to this red line right here, what you can see, all right, to $9,400. So to be 100% clear, what I expect is that Bitcoin comes down to $8,400 and then starts to move back up to this level right here, so $9,400. This is what I expect, and I don't think that we will see a upwards movement, a break upwards with the first attempt. No, I think that we will see Bitcoin fighting with this zone, and then at some point it will break above this red trend resistance level and this blue resistance level, which started up here. Now there are a lot of people who are using this resistance level, but they have it something like this. They go a little bit lower because they see this points of contact. I don't do that. I think this is more likely, and historically it is also more likely to only have 1 and 2 points of contact, or 3, but not more, all right? And as you can see, this trend line makes a lot of sense because it is really strong resistance. As soon as we touch it, we have this big drop, and like this right here, so all the way down. So this is how can you call it, my major enemy on the way up. As soon as we break this blue trend line, I think that the way is free for the second wave, and this will happen. I'm very sure of it. Everything we're seeing right now makes historically totally sense. It makes totally sense to me. Now, is there something that could happen that no one is expecting at the moment? Well, I think for the most people, a really big drop down to $6,000 and $4,000 makes no more sense after this big movement. Historically, yes, it makes no more sense. But guys, if you see Bitcoin falling below $7,800 and below this one, well, this could be really, really dangerous. This could be really dangerous. Now, is this likely? Guys, historically, it's not likely. Historically, it is not likely to see a drop like this, all right? But of course, it could happen. I don't think it will happen, but it could happen. And I'm not saying, hey guys, this is the deepest point we can go at the moment, so $8,400. But historically, and if you take a look at this support level right here and this support level right here, we have an intersection. So there is a huge support down here. So I expect Bitcoin to move up again to $9,400. So this means above 9K again. And then Bitcoin will move up there at this level. So I think Bitcoin will be starting to move between $8,900 and $9,400. And at some point it will break out and then start to move inside of this channel right here, this upper channel right here, move right there, and then it will break out, break above this channel right here to the next one. So this is what I expect. And yeah, well, this is my theory right now, and I think it has the most the highest probability. And I want to show you something else again. No, not something else, but another proof for you. If you take a look at the first wave in 2015, and you can do the same with every first wave that we ever had. So if you take a look at this one, it's a very, very similar movement. So we come up, we see a big rejection, and we come up again. So you see this double mountain right here, all right? If we go back to what we're seeing currently, is really similar. So this double mountain right here that we can see, and this big rejection, and yeah, so as you can see, there are similarities, and this is why I think is very likely to see what I just told you. And what you can see is, so after this double mountain, Bitcoin comes back down to this level right here where it has a lot of movement, and it didn't fall below it, right? It didn't fall below it. It came down to this orange line and this yellow line where we had this intersection, found a big support, and then moved up to this resistance level and just yeah, kept fighting with it. And then at some point it broke above this red and this blue resistance level, and then was inside of this upper channel right here. And then at some point it just yeah, made crazy things. So this is what I think will happen in the next day. I don't think that we will fall below this yellow trend line, and this is very important. So just to give you the best price targets, or the key levels, let's say key levels. If you see Bitcoin falling below this yellow trend line, this support level at the moment, so if we fall below $8,400, guys, below this zone, this could be a little bit dangerous. This could be a little bit dangerous. I don't think that this will happen. I think we will stay above this yellow trend line, and there will be a big support level right here. But if you see it falling below this, well, take a look at what happens when we fall below this yellow trend line. So we have big movements, really, really big movements. As you can see, big movements. We fall below it, we have a big movement. We fall below it, we have a big movement, all right? So this is very important, so keep an eye on it. And like I said, $8,400, if we're down at this level and we don't come back up, yeah, that's not a good sign. Now you could take it like this, but yeah, it doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter. So you can make this one on your own when you have TradingView, and just keep an eye on it and look if we fall below this level and don't come back up. So I'm not talking about a wick or something like this. I'm just talking about the full body below this level right here and not making it above again. All right. So this is my theory. And like I said, I think it's the most likely scenario to see a bounce in the next day. So $8,400 coming all the way up to $9,400. It makes a lot of sense to me. And if we take a look at this red line right here, oh man, sorry, I have to make it horizontal so that you can see it better. So right here, let's do it like this. Yeah, so let's do it like this, and oh sorry, and I'll make it yellow. So if we take a look at this level, what you can see is that this yellow line also played a really big role, as you can see, during the 4-wave movement. And yeah, so I think this will be a big resistance level on the way up, $9,400, guys. And yeah, we will be moving below this, but very close, and at some point we will just break above these two big resistance levels, and then we will move up to this one. Now this one you could also do it like this. So this is really difficult, but then, like I said, I think $11,000 is the target, and so above $10,500 I think is very likely. So we will make a new high, and but this is for the future. We will talk about it when we're close to it, but just for you to know what will happen in the next days. Now what about the altcoins? Yeah, we've seen some nice movements. For example, oh, the one I have to show you is Sele. I talked about it in my previous video, and at that time Sele was right here, and now I mean look what is happening, guys. So Sele is huge to me. Another 30% after the last time I talked about it. Now this one will come down, guys. This one will come down. So if you're thinking about investing, I don't think that this is a good time. So we have bearish divergence. So as you can see, so we're making lower highs, at the same time we're making higher highs right here, and yeah, so this is not a good sign. But I mean, if you see a bigger correction, then well, you should think about investing into Sele. I expect a lot of things when it comes to Sele in this bull market. And yeah, and the other ones, well, guys, it's difficult. I mean, Litecoin is showing us some reaction. I think Litecoin will follow Bitcoin as soon as it is clear that Bitcoin will move to the next wave. I think Litecoin will explode. I'm just waiting for that. Dash as well. In my previous video, I talked about Dash right here. So it's still at the same level. Well, the problem is Dash, Litecoin, Ethereum, they just keep following Bitcoin, and as long as Bitcoin is not really showing the people that this is a bull market, don't be scared to lose your money. As long as this is not 100%, guys, people don't want to invest into Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and they will be waiting to have a clear sign. But well, this is the chance for the other people. As you can see, this is a very important support level for Dash, for example, and it is still above it. It's not falling below it, and I don't think that it will fall below it. All right, if we take a look at complete Dash, what we have here on TradingView, this is a very important level, and Dash didn't fall below it. At the moment, it is at $70, and I expect a lot of things from Dash. There is a bullish divergence when it comes to Dash. So if you take no, guys, sorry, I'm not going deep into this one. You can watch my previous video. I talked about Dash. I showed you the bullish divergence. So it has a really nice potential at the moment. So yeah, if you take a look at this low and this low right here, so we're making lower lows at the same time we're making higher lows. So bullish divergence, there's a big chance, and as you can see, there are breakouts. Dash is showing, hey guys, something will happen. So watch out for this one. And yeah, I will make another video about these altcoins and tell you exactly what I think. But at the moment, the problem is that the majority doesn't know if this is a bull market. People are scared. People only see, hey, $10,500, and now again back to $8,500. So what's going on? What is this? Will this go down to 6,000, 5,000, 4,000? And as long as we have this problem, guys, yeah, you can't expect that much of the altcoins. You have to be patient and wait, and it will come. These are nice entry points. You have to see it like this. If you believe in a bull market and think this is a bull market, like I'm doing, and everything I see in the chart shows me this is a bull market, it is really, Bitcoin is really doing the same like it did in the last 10 years, well, then you see these price levels as very nice entry points, and yeah, you can invest. So Ethereum Classic, for example, at the moment it's down there, and look at this right here. You have lower lows at the same time, higher lows, and guys, something will happen. We all know that. We all know that something will happen. If you believe in a bull market, you know something will happen. All right, that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you very much for your attention. Please leave a like. Please write something in the comments. There are always only, I don't know, 3 comments or so. Just let it live and write something. Give me something that I understand if you like this or not. Leave a like, subscribe, join our Discord channel, and yeah, we will see you soon. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.